Hi everyone, this is FCPA John Mudany, your partner in business and personal growth. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for getting into this channel. I appreciate you so much, and I thank you for being part of this. Today, I have a very, very special guest, Dr. Professor Mildred Mudany, consultant pediatrician, and also one of the high-ranking academicians in this country. Dr. Mildred Mudany, who is the CEO of Help Reach Africa and also the chairperson of the Council of Kisii Universities, with me this hour to discuss briefly what we call the 6 natural doctors. They are those doctors that you don't have to pay, they are just naturally. And if you work with them and use them and utilize them, you don't have to pay anything, but they do a lot to your health. We are talking about natural things like sunshine. We are talking about diet. We are talking about fresh air. And I just want Daktari to just talk us through this. And by the way, we have just come from 8.5 kilometer walk with Daktari. And I thought it's really good just for her to take us through some of these simple things. Herself, she's gone through a lot and experienced it. Daktari, welcome. I want to welcome you to this show. And I believe that you have a lot to share with us. And karibu sana, Dr. Mudany. Say hello to our listeners.
Hello, everyone, and thank you so much, FCPA Mudany. I'm happy to join your channel this afternoon. And just to share with us, just like he has said, we have just come from our 8.5 kilometer walk, which was quite refreshing and just really exciting. And it's good to now sit down and rest after that. We're just sitting on our veranda at home. These COVID times, we have to find a way of keeping ourselves. So as he has said, I'm the CEO for Help Reach Africa. The mask and the t-shirt I wear have our logo. And basically, we stand here to save and transform lives. That really is our motto as an organization. And I want to just take us through the 6 natural doctors that I started talking about. I'm a medical doctor, but I'm talking to you about the other doctors that you do not have to pay. When you go to see the medical doctors like myself, you have to put your consultation in place. And these days it is not cheap. It's 3,000 to 4,000 in a good number of places that you'll go to. And so I'm going to talk about the things that you need to do that actually will be healers, natural healers, but for which you may not pay a lot of money. I can start with just the first one, which is sunshine. Even where I'm sitting, I'm enjoying a bit of it. But when you walk outside there, it is even better. Sunshine is a natural doctor. As you walk out there, you get sunshine to interact with your skin, especially your bare skin. And that way you actually manufacture for yourself vitamin D, which is very, very good for your body, which is good for the strengthening of your bones, which is good for metabolism. And generally, as you're in the sunshine, there's just that general well-being that you get. You don't need too much of it, but about 3 minutes to 15 minutes every day would just be good to give you enough sunshine that you need to keep you healthy, to keep you in a good mood, to keep you sleeping well at night. They're all the benefits that you get from sunshine. The other natural doctor is water. I think we all know that water is a natural solvent. And when you take water, so many things just run right in your body. You are expected to take about 8 to 10 glasses of water every day. Allow me to lower the mask because I'm in my home, at least safe from corona. But while out there, please remember to put on the mask and put it correctly. I see many people wearing masks the way I've worn it now, which is the wrong way. Ideally, you should cover both your nose and your mouth when you're walking out there where the risk is. So I'm talking about water. You need to take 8 to 10 glasses of water every day. That helps so much with the digestion. That helps to clear the toxins from your body. That helps your kidneys function well. That generally helps with your well-being. And it is a good thing and is a good natural doctor for you. So make a point of taking the 8 to 10 glasses of water every day. That will keep you passing your urine well. That will keep keep you passing your stool well, that will keep your digestion going well, and just keep your body functioning well. You need water. The other thing that is good for you and good for me is rest. Plan to have time to rest in the course of your day, in the course of your busy schedule, and most of us are very busy, I included. Take time off a little bit out of your busy schedule to rest a little bit. And especially now that most of us are working from home in this corona time, remember to wake up from your seat like every 1.5 to 2 hours, walk around a little bit, sit down and just rest a little bit, and maybe take a power nap and re-energize and get back. So rest is recommended. And talking about rest and sleep at night, you actually need also to have enough sleep. On average, you're supposed to sleep for 7 hours. 7 to 8 hours is what is recommended. I know many of us do with so much less. Some people do with as little as 3 or 4 hours every night. But ideally, you need to let your body rest well so that your body recuperates, you re-energize, and when you wake up, you're fresh and ready again to handle your day and tackle the things that you have ahead of you. Then the other thing that I want to talk about is diet. Good nutrition will take you a long way. You need to eat well. You and I need to eat well. So that you are healthy, so that you are able to function well, so that you don't suffer a lot from some of the diseases that come from unhealthy eating. And so when we talk about good diet, it needs to be a balanced diet. You need to have your carbs, you need to have your proteins, you need to have your vitamins. And I know as Africans, there's a way that we put our plate of food. Naturally, many of us would want to have a plate that is has half of it ugali or whatever your carbs, and then a little vegetable somewhere in the corner, and maybe your meat somewhere. But the way that is recommended, half of your plate should have vegetables. And then now the other half, you can divide a quarter of it to be the protein and the other quarter to be the carbohydrate. I know there is a lot of talk about low carb or no carb diet. Whatever it is, your body needs some energy. So you can have some carbohydrate as long as it's not too much. But remember, a lot of vegetables is very good for you. You need proteins in your diet. That is what we always traditionally called bodybuilding foods. Of the proteins, the animal and vegetable proteins, the vegetable proteins or the plant proteins are preferable. The dengus, the legumes, the beans, the green peas, those are the preferable ones. But if you choose to do the animal proteins, then white proteins are better than red proteins. The white meats, the fish, the chicken, they are preferable and healthier than the red meats. So make your choices right for your diet so that you have what is called good nutrition. A lot of vegetables, a lot of fruits, always recommended, and keep you on the safer side of life and on the safer side or the better side of health. The other thing is just air. Having fresh air, like where we are seated right now. We're seated outside the house. There is plenty of fresh air. As we were walking, actually, we are just walking on the road within the estate, because now we are not going to the gym with this corona. So we are walking around the estate, and there's such nice fresh air. Until I said, we don't always have to go to the gym. You can actually do it at home. It is beautiful. The air is fresh, and that is good. Now, as you breathe the fresh air, you're getting a lot of oxygen. Your lungs need the oxygen. Your blood is actually going to get maximum oxygen, and your body is functioning better. You are getting energized as you do that.
Should you breathe harder? Should you breathe harder or just breathe normally?
Well, just breathe normally. And as you breathe normally, of course, you'll be getting the oxygen that you need
Let me
your
ask
system.
you, Dr. as you
Yes.
talk about getting fresh air.
Yes.
With this mask, are you able to get a fresh oxygen?
Oh yeah.
When you have mask.
Oh yeah. I'm
Does the
able.
mask-
Yeah. When I have my mask, actually this particular mask, I'm able to get my oxygen. I'm able to breathe well. And I think the type of mask matters. And I'm hopeful that at a certain point, maybe those who are talking about it in the media may be able to specify for us how the mask should be, because you should be able to protect yourself from corona, but at the same time you should be able to breathe. Because if you're not able to breathe at all, then that's a challenge. And especially when you're doing exercise, like we said, we've just done 8.5 kilometers. If you're not able to breathe, then you'll find that again, you have a challenge. So the mask should allow you to still get enough oxygen as you work. And I know there are different types. There are the medical types of masks. There are those that are used for by the community, and they are made differently. The medical ones are more stringent, and like the N95, where you'll have like 95% oxygen saturation as you are moving and as you are doing your work. The ones that we have may allow you to breathe in and out very well. So I think the type of mask matters, but I don't feel like I'm very qualified in that area, because I know there are specifications that I should perhaps check before I talk to you about them. But what I'm saying is, you need to have a mask, or you need to have a way to be able to have free oxygen and enough of it as you breathe, because that is going to be good for you. I think we have talked about most of them. Let me just check if there is any that we have left, because we have talked about the sunshine, water, rest, air, and the last one is exercise. Exercise is good for all of us. It's good for everyone. And don't say that only those who are maybe overweight should do exercise. It's good for everybody, because exercise improves your circulation. It improves the venous return. Blood is able to flow well from your lower limbs up to your lungs, to your heart, to your brain and back. Exercise is something that is good, not just for weight reduction, but just good for your well-being. It is a healthy thing to do. It helps to burn down any fats that you have within the blood vessels, around your organs, around your heart. There's always that tendency for fat to accumulate around them, around your belly, around your bottoms. There's fat that's accumulated there. As you do exercise, there's a way in which you're burning that fat, which is good. And as you grow older, you actually need to do more and more, because the younger people have a higher metabolic rate. They kind of have a way of burning down the food that they eat, even if they don't do a lot of exercise. But you realize that as you grow older, you get to your 30s and beyond, the tendency is to deposit fat. So we must consciously and actively exercise so that we get ourselves healthy, our heart will function well, our organs will function well, our mind will be alert, our muscles will pump well, everything works out well. So I will encourage all of us to really, really do exercise. So those are the 6 natural doctors, and I want to just recap them very quickly. We have talked about sunshine, which is good for you. Every day, take about 3 to 15 minutes in the sun, and that will be good. Water is very good. Every day drink 8 to 10 glasses of water, and that will be very good for you. Rest is highly recommended. Every day sleep about 6 to 7 hours a night, and take time in the course of the day to take a bit of rest, and that is very good. Fresh air is very good for you. So don't just stay inside the house throughout. Sometimes step out, get some fresh air, just walk around and feel good and enjoy the air. Exercise, we have just talked about. You must make that part of your life priority, because it is going to give you length of days and quality of life. Definitely, it will not be the same if you do exercise and if you don't do exercise. So exercise will increase your life. And diet, we have already talked about. So those are the 6 natural doctors. I'll encourage all of us to use them, because we will not spend a lot of money. I remember a friend of ours always says, when you wake up, you have a choice, either to go to the gym or go to hospital. So what is your choice? My choice is to just go to the gym or walk around the estate at this time, instead of waking up to go to hospital because my body is unwell. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Ladies and gentlemen, you've heard it for yourself from the doctor. And this is very, very important, that we take advantage of natural gifts that God has given us that can help us to have a healthy life, and that will increase our well-being without having to pay for it. All this is available. Just walk around, do some exercise, breathe some air, walk, get some rest, and drink lots of water. Water will also help you with weight loss, and it's just important. This has been a production by FCPA John Mudany, talking to Dr. Professor Mildred Mudany today on 14 Natural Doctors, and I believe you're benefited. I do thank you. Please remember to subscribe so that you can get all the videos that I'll be producing in future. I thank you and I welcome you. Send your comment and we will just discuss. If you have any discussion point, things you want to clarify with the doctor, just do post it and we'll respond to it. We thank you. This is your partner in business and FCPA, John Mudany, saying bye-bye, 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 and Daktari saying bye-bye,
Bye-bye.
bye-bye,
Thank you so much.
bye-bye, thank you.
Bye.